A man blindsided and beaten by three masked men who tried to carjack him when he got into his Bentley SUV. It happened right outside the Patel Brothers supermarket in Edison, which is a popular grocery chain. And it turns out the victim is the son of one of the Patel brothers.
That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy. They trying to get my man for his Bentley. Yo, what is these kids doing? I don't even know if they teenagers, minors, or adults. But anyway, welcome back to Monarch Smart TV. And if this your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy and turn them notification bell and put them on all so you don't miss these bangers, the facts, the truth, the stuff that nobody else bring. So if you're ready for this, get your popcorns, get your chips, get your spliff, get whatever you need to relax. Kick back, put your legs up, and check out the facts.
News 4's Gabi Acevedo live in Edison now at that parking lot where you saw it all go down on video. Gabi, you talked to the victim's family and the mayor with a strong message about crime.
The father of the victim, Adam, told us that this is the first time something like this happened in the parking lot. It took place right behind me here last Friday. And him and the mayor both agree that the state needs to enact stricter laws to go against teenagers who commit serious crimes.
Facts, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on, but once you like under 18, you could get away with anything nowadays. And I remember back in the days, like minors carjacking, that's a federal crime. It doesn't matter what age you is. Once you commit a crime like that, you going to prison. You're going to get tried as an adult. So I don't know what's going on now. Why would they let these kids out if they get locked up or stuff of that nature? Let's find out what happened anyway.
An attempted carjacking in an Edison parking lot caught on video. Police looking for three teens who tried to steal a high-end SUV.
They are getting big money for the stolen cars.
Carjack Patel is the father of the victim and the owner of the Patel.
Y'all hear that? They getting a big money for these cars. Who the hell is buying stolen vehicle? That's what the police, the feds, and everybody need to investigate.
Brothers grocery store where this all went down. Surveillance video shows an orange Bentley SUV pulling into the lot on Oak Tree Road in Edison last Friday just before 5 p.m.
These kind of kids, they are walking around with it. If they see any car open, they try to grab cash or anything.
Take a look at the right side of your screen. You can see a group of three walking towards the SUV. As soon as the driver parks the car and opens the door, two of the suspects grab the driver, forcing him out of his seat, pulling him by his legs to the ground, smashing him against another car. After,
you see that? You see my man head hit that red car, ladies and gentlemen. That's crazy, 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 crazy. I don't like that. Y'all could rewind this and watch how when my man got dragged out, pulled out the car, and he got pulled towards that red car, his head smashed into the front, the bumper or the hood of that red car. It didn't look too good.
After a brief tussle, the victim takes off.
I was so scared. Then I talked to my son. I called him. He said, Dad, nothing to worry. I am okay. Just minor scratches under my knee.
His son tough. Don't worry, Dad. But you know how the kids are, especially if my man ain't hurt too bad. And they probably rich kids, you know what I'm saying? He driving a Bentley and stuff of that nature. Once he still got his life and he ain't too hurt, he probably be okay.
Edison Mayor Sam Yoshi is concerned about recent crimes where detectives suspect minors are involved.
You probably won't get committed of a crime. You probably will not end up in jail. It's almost an incentive for them. And that...
You hear that? They probably won't end up in jail. That's carjacking though. That's a federal crime. No matter what your age is, you're supposed to be like treating like an adult.
That's the problem.
The Edison mayor and other mayors from Middlesex County met today with the New Jersey Attorney General, asking for tougher penalties against minors who commit serious crimes.
We're fed up because a lot of them are juveniles, and the New Jersey is coddling criminals. The state leaders need to do their jobs.
Facts.
In the bottom left of the security video, you can also see a customer watching from a distance. The Edison mayor and Kaushik Patel asking people that if they see something, say something.
As we saw in video, that one customer is just looking at them, something is going on. Supposed to call 911 or shout, hey.
Facts.
Adam, at this point, investigators are working on a possible lead in this case, while Edison police set up a substation not too far from here, the mayor says, to ensure a rapid response to any active crimes. Reporting live from Ed.
That's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. That's so crazy. And you could see that person walking towards their car and they just looking and they ain't even saying anything. At least pull your phone out, record something so you could get at least their face or something or yell out. You know what I'm saying? You just walking like minding your own business. People getting mauled, killed, and you ain't no help. It could be terrorists doing some type of crazy stuff. You got to be on alert nowadays because the world is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, let's get to the next story.
And this story now making national headlines. Developing an investigation is happening to decide whether the deadly police shooting of a Metro Atlanta man was justified. Last Friday, a Florida deputy shot and killed 23-year-old Roger Fortson at his home while responding to a disturbance call. 11 Alive's Joe Ripley walks us through that body cam video. Check it out.
He shot up. Our baby was shot up.
A mother mourns, and
This story right here, ladies and gentlemen, it's crazy. This one bring tears to my eyes. Trust me. I want y'all to check this one out. I need y'all to comment down below. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this situation. I'm gonna tell you what I think, what I feel, and the facts is gonna be right there in front of y'all. Just watch this video thoroughly, clearly, and tell me how you feel about this situation right here.
this family grieves the loss of U.S. Senior Airman Roger Fortson. This body cam video shows the moments leading up to the Metro Atlanta man's deadly shooting. You can see and hear an Okaloosa County, Florida deputy knocking on Fortson's door, responding to a disturbance call. The deputy announces himself twice. The door opens. The deputy says, "Step back," and within seconds, 6 shots ring out. Sheriff Eric Aiden says Fortson knew law enforcement was at the door when he answered, armed.
Pause that right there, ladies and gentlemen. You see what's going on? You see that frame right there? Look, dude opened the door with a gun in his hand, right? But look where the gun at. The gun is right next. It's not upwards. It's pointing downwards. And his other hand is pointing to the cop likes, ain't nothing going on here. Stop. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing stupid. You feel me? Now, my question was, at first when I seen this video, I was like, why would you open the door with a weapon in your hand? But I start thinking about the situation. You got to remember, the way the cop was knocking on the door, he was knocking kind of hard. And another thing, he was not standing in front of the door where dude could look through the peephole and see him. If you could rewind and watch this again, when he knocked on the door, he moved to the left side, then he moved to the right side. At no time he was in front of the door. But I guess at that particular time, my man probably went and got his weapon. When he heard the loud banging, even though people saying is an officer open the door. If you an officer, you gotta show yourself then. Why are you hiding behind the wall? You understand what I'm saying? You're not supposed to do that. If I have a license gun inside of my house and somebody knocked on the door hard, boom, 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 and I look through the peephole and I don't see nobody, but they knocking, boom, open the door. Even if the person said, "Police, open up the door," and I look through the peephole again and I don't see nobody, the first thing I'm gonna go do is get my weapon, right? Then if I look through it and actually see that is a police, then I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna open up my door. That's what I think happened in this situation. Cause when he opened up the door, his weapon was at his side. It wasn't raised like he was in jeopardy or anything. His other hand was up like, everything is good, stop, everything is good, my weapon is at my side. Why? A matter of fact, I'm talking too much. Let me let the video run some more before I break it down some more.
Armed with a gun pointed down.
And then it comes down to, was the officer reasonable in that shooting?
Former law enforcement officer turned criminal attorney Mike Bigley says the officer was likely processing real-time information with an...
What kind of real-time information could you process it? I don't get it. You supposed to be trained for these situations. If somebody have a weapon in their hand and it's not pointed at you, there is no reason for you to be firing your weapon. How about give the person a warning? Put your weapon, drop your weapon. How about that first before you fire? Because even when you raise your weapon, you still seeing that dude weapon is not raised. So why would you fire? Why? Your life is in no danger at all. I don't understand. What? You scared because you seen a black person with a weapon in their hand? And I don't even know if you white, you black, you Puerto Rican. I'm just saying. Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm more scared of a black person than a white person. To be honest. In the neighborhood that I live. So, when I'm talking, this is not about race. So, when you see a black person, especially a young black man with a weapon in your hand, you get nervous and petrified. You thinking your life is over. But you got to understand. You a cop. You was trained for these situations. You gonna come across black folks with weapon. Some might be illegal and some might be legal. So you have to be trained in a situation like this. My man gun is to the side of him. And the only hand he's raising is the non-gun hand. And he's putting it up like, stop, ain't no need for you to point your gun at me. And you don't even try to hear anything or watch that hand telling you to stop. You just fire. Like, why? That's a scary tactics right there. You were so nervous and scary of that young black man with a weapon to the side of him. You killed dude. You're not supposed to be on the force, fam.
In fractions of a second.
I did not see any threatening mannerisms on his part at all. He didn't, wasn't waving his hands around. He wasn't yelling profanities like, get the blankety blank out of here. Nothing threatening I saw.
Bigley says there are a lot of unknowns in this case. Body cam shows the deputy speaking with someone who says there had been previous calls to the apartment, and Fortson was speaking to his girlfriend just before the shooting.
Training is everything, but how do you train for this type of situation? This is one of those unique situations.
What you mean? How you train for these situations? This is not a unique situation. Your life was not at no risk at all. None. The dude opened up the door. You told the person to back up. He backed up. And when he backed up, you saw a dude with a gun in his hand to the side of him. Why you ain't tell him drop the weapon before you fired? Because he wasn't raising it at you. That's the most logical thing you're supposed to do as a cop that's properly trained. There is no scientific or math behind this. Even if my man's gun was illegal, you're not supposed to fire in a situation like that because the gun was not pointed at you. Dude wasn't saying anything like, get out of here with none of that type of stuff. Gun pointed down to the side of him and you bust at him. You was not properly trained. You're not supposed to be on the force, bro. And I'm the type of dude that I don't like violence. I don't like crime. You know, if the black dude was wrong, the young boy, I'ma tell y'all, lock him up, kill him, do whatever. Cause my thing is about non-crime. You feel me? No violent. And that's with individuals, civilians, and the cops. You are our protectors. You're not supposed to do what you did. And I love all cops, but you got bad cops and good cops. You got cops that's properly trained and some that's not properly trained. And that's the problem. The one of them that's not properly trained, they need to get back to the drawing board. Because a situation like this not supposed to happen.
Where it's tough. It's really a tough call.
The Florida Department of Law Enforcement will investigate whether the shooting was justified. Then the state attorney's office will conduct its own investigation.
We are confident in our state's agencies' abilities to investigate the facts.
Oh man, it's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. Ain't nothing more to see here. The facts is right there on the video camera. What else facts do you need to see? Huh? And I know a lot of people gonna say, why dude had a weapon in his hand? First thing you gotta realize is how the police was operating. Like when he knocked on the door, he did not stand in front of the door where dude could look through the peephole and see that it's a cop. He identified himself as a cop, but he wasn't being seen. You know how robbers work when they come in to rob you or kill you, right? They gonna knock on your door and say police and hide behind the wall. And that's the same thing this police was doing. You knock on the door and say police, you're supposed to show yourself. Unless you know this situation that you're about to walk in is scary. It's guns in there, it's killers in there. And in that situation, y'all ain't even gonna knock on the door. Y'all gonna come with a loudspeaker and said, such and such, everybody come outside with your hands up. Or throw some type of smoke stuff through the windows or something. Or just knock the door down. This is totally wrong. I don't condone this at all. My heart and soul goes out to the family. There is no type of money that you could give this family to bring this boy back. And this dude was in the Air Force. It's a young boy that he a good boy. He was on the phone. He was on the phone arguing with his girl. Ain't nobody else in the apartment, just him. But yet still he gotta complain that loud noise is coming from that apartment. So they call police. You see how crazy these people are? They don't know exactly what's going on, but they call police. If you were so nosy and want to know what was going on, how about go knocking on the door first? And tell whosoever that's in there to keep it down? Instead of calling the police and invading whoever in their privacy? Dude was on the phone, I guess, arguing with his female. And whoever the person was, probably was walking around and hear the conversation and call police. Police think somebody inside that apartment is having a domestic violence or something by arguing. And you come with the intention to kill somebody? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I want y'all to check this video out thoroughly, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how you feel down below. Okay, this crazy. This let water come to my eye, knowing somebody innocently died. That's crazy. Peace and love. And we up out of here.